What's going on, guys? Welcome back to more Food Tales. Before we get into this video, I need you guys to smash that subscribe button. Make sure you guys drop a like and leave a comment at the end of this video. Let's get into this. So you guys see the title. We're doing episode 2 of giving fast food restaurants a run for their money. And today on the hit list is going to be Krispy Kreme. So anyone who's new to this channel, this is a series where we go and challenge fast food restaurants and do some of their most popular dishes and see if we can make it at home just as good or even better. So stay tuned, guys. We're about to get into this recipe now. Let's go. Okay, guys, so before we get into the voiceover, I'm just going to go over all the ingredients that I have here. So right in this bowl, I have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Right over here is the sugar. I have a 1/4 cup of sugar. We're going to be using 1 egg. We have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I did a pinch of nutmeg. If I had to say, it would be about a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. We have 2 tablespoons of butter. And then we have 2/3 cup of whole milk. You want a milk that's a bit higher in fat. And over here we have our package of yeast. So we're gonna put that all together and I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, guys, so as you can see here, I'm just combining all the dry ingredients. And we're just gonna mix that thoroughly, make sure everything is combined. You wanna make sure that your milk is around 102 to 103 degrees Fahrenheit. So the yeast is activated. So we're gonna pour that into there. And we're adding a little bit of sugar just to help activate the yeast. Make sure you don't put any salt because it does slow down the process. And then we've just added in our butter, and then we'll be adding in our 1 egg. And then what you're gonna see in the clip coming up is after about 5 minutes of waiting, you're gonna see that the wet batter, well, not the wet batter, but the wet mixture has pretty much foamed up, and that's what you're looking for. Okay, so you're also going to notice that this batter is going to be very wet. That's exactly what we're looking for. So it's going to be very sticky. So we're just going to mix that together, and you're going to see that it's coming together with the whisk, but you're also going to see that it is very sticky. That's exactly what you need in order to get really soft, airy, fluffy donuts. And don't be tempted to add any more flour. If you need a little bit more, you can, but I would recommend not to do that. Okay, guys, so I'm just putting a little bit of oil down on my surface. This is really going to help with the dough not sticking to the surface and kind of allowing it to be more pliable. So we're just going to knead this for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes should be enough. There's no need to do anything more than that. So if you do have a bench scraper, that will really help with kind of picking up the dough. I didn't have that, so I used that tool. But anything that's similar to that would be good. So as you can see, I'm just taking the dough, folding it into itself. And then I kind of use the tool that I'm using now to help get the excess dough kind of into itself. So I'm just shaping the dough now and putting it into a little ball, and you can tell that's exactly how you want your dough to look. It's still very shiny. You can tell a lot of oil is in there. Okay, so I'm just oiling up my bowl. We're gonna put our dough into there, and we're actually gonna, well, the next coming clip you're gonna see that I'm just putting a little bit of plastic wrap over it, and we're actually gonna let that proof for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Just put it in your oven with the light on, and that's all you really need. And I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, guys, so it's coming up right around 2 hours now. So we're gonna take out our dough, roll it out, and we're gonna start making the donuts now. So as I said, between 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and that's all you really need. Okay, guys, as you can see, our dough has more than doubled in size. This is exactly what you're looking for. So as I said, only about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. That's all you really need, and then we're good to go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna lightly flour my surface, and then we're gonna roll it out to about a 1/2 inch, and we're gonna start making our donuts. Stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, so I lightly floured my surface. I'll put a little flour on top, and what we're gonna do is just gonna roll this out. You wanna make sure you roll it out to about a 1/2 inch. That's kind of what we're looking for. You don't want anything thinner than that or anything bigger than that. 1/2 inch is pretty good. And then I forgot to mention before, but I kind of just pressed out all the air bubbles that was there before. In this clip, I'm just showing you how I'm cutting out my donuts. I'm using a 4-inch cookie cutter, but you can honestly use whatever you have in the house. You can also use the top of a cup. That works perfectly fine. And the next clip, I'm actually using a cap to cut out my hole, so honestly, it really does not matter. What we're going to do is we're going to put it onto our parchment paper, and we're going to actually let that rise for another 30 minutes. So I'm going to put plastic wrap on it. I actually did it off camera. Also, for the excess dough, I'm going to knead that for a little bit, and I'm actually just going to roll it back out and make more donuts. The donut holes I'll put to the side, I'll fry later, but for now I'm just going to be showing you the 5 donuts that I'm using right now. So stay tuned for that, guys. Okay, guys, when frying your donuts, make sure the oil is between 320 to 330 degrees Fahrenheit. I find that's going to give you that perfect golden brown. And we're just going to be frying these on each side for about 90 seconds. That's all you really need is 90 seconds. And then we're going to flip that, and you're going to see that it's a perfect golden brown. Sometimes it will be a little bit less than 90 seconds, but I would say 90 seconds is the standard. And we're just going to fry up the rest of them, and then after that we're going to get our glaze together. Okay guys, so they are done. So as you can see, perfect golden brown. So right now they're just cooling off. And then right over here, we're going to make our glaze. Okay guys, so to start off, I have 2 cups of powdered sugar. That was a 1/4 cup of butter, and we're going to be doing a full teaspoon of vanilla extract. I just used the 1/2 teaspoon just because it was right there, but it's going to be 1 full teaspoon of that. We're also going to be doing 5 tablespoons of milk. But what I do is I do 2 tablespoons at first. I mix it around, check the consistency because we're looking for a loose glaze. I'm going to be adding an additional 2 tablespoons. Mix it around. We're going to check the consistency, and at this point I felt like I needed to add 1 more tablespoon because I wanted a little bit more loose than that. And then we added 1 more. That's how you guys are going to get that same glaze that Krispy Kreme has, where kind of just it looks like it's see-through, but it just kind of just flakes off. So the next clip coming up, you're going to see me dunking in the donuts. So we're just going to make sure it's glazed on both sides. I'm using kind of like, they're not chopsticks, but I guess they're small wooden dowels. You can use a fork, it's totally fine. And we're just going to leave that to the side. And you're going to see in this next clip that they're kind of chilling to the back. So you can see they kind of look white, but as they cool down, they're going to have that kind of like Krispy Kreme like glaze that they're famous for. So this is how you make it, guys. You're going to see me eating in the next clip. Stay tuned. Okay guys, our copycat Krispy Kreme donuts are officially done. And this is how they're looking, guys. Tell me if this doesn't look exactly like Krispy Kreme donuts. Just look at that. Mine are a bit bigger because I wanted them to be bigger, but you don't gotta go to Krispy Kreme, guys. Just follow my recipe and this is how they're gonna turn out. But yeah, and I'm excited for these, man. Just wanna show you this. Just look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. The inside is fluffy, airy. That's exactly how the inside should look. It shouldn't be dense. Not baking a cake, guys. Yeast donuts. And that's how they look. The glaze is perfect. This is not gonna be a long one today because I'm not gonna eat all these donuts, but this tastes honestly pretty close to them, honestly. This is how they should look inside. There's a fly there. See that inside? Nice and bready, pulling apart. Okay. It's like spot on. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, you'll never get it right exactly how you want it compared to like any big chain restaurant, because I know what kind of secret ingredients to be putting in, but this is pretty spot on, guys, honestly. I really hope this is picking it up on camera, honestly. Ready for the pull apart? Oh. Wow. These are really good. So the remainder of the flour, well, of the dough, I pretty much just rolled it out and made some more. I have them in my kitchen. But I just want to show you guys these 5 that I made. And just look at that, guys. That's why you want your dough to be sticky. You don't want to add too much flour. And that's so you get that really nice, soft, airy, fluffy donut. As I mentioned before, I've made cake donuts like sour cream glazed donuts, and they're amazing, but nothing beats a nice, soft, airy, flaky donut. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Today you watched me giving Krispy Kreme donuts a run for their money. Let me know how we did. I think it did pretty good. These ones have the other one sitting on top of it, so it's not as, but just look at that, guys. As I said, there's no need to run out to Krispy Kreme donuts. They actually opened up 2 days ago, and people were lining up from like 6 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I didn't do that, because why do I need to do that when I can just do it right at home? And now you guys who are watching this will be able to do it right at home. Man, those are really good. Before you guys head off of this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. The channel's been growing. I really want to shout everyone out for 300 subscribers. I know it's not big, but I'm definitely very grateful for that. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video and then drop a comment right down below. To stay updated with anything food or Marv Food Tales related, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. It's sachin.marvfoodtales, and you already know how it goes. If you're Marv, stay tuned for the next episode. Marv, gang.